Mustad's PowerLockPlus is a very unique hook designed for soft plastics. The coolest thing about this hook right here is that it has a weight system that you can actually move to kind of change the way that a bait falls or that a bait swims in the water. This hook is designed with a keeper on the front. It's got a wire keeper that you screw right into the head of the bait. And again, it's a wide gap design with an ultra point, so it's extremely sharp. And it comes in a wide variety of sizes, all the way from a very small 1/0 for the smallest baits, all the way up to an 11/0 for the biggest swim baits that you'd have in your tackle box. And in each size, it has multiple styles of weights on it. So again, with this design right here, it gives you a lot of versatility. First and foremost, what you do is you take your soft plastic bait, and in a lot of cases, I like to use swim baits and things. So I've got a little swim bait right here. You just poke that into the head, and then twist that on, and you want to get it so it's nice and straight. And with that design right there, it really locks that bait into place so that, it's not going to pull off of there. So once I've got that screwed into place, I can kind of hold that hook up to the bait, see where the hook point needs to come through so that it's perfectly straight. And that's very critical on your swim baits and your soft plastic jerk baits, so that you get a good straight rig. Once I've got that through there, now I can adjust that weight to wherever I want it. So in a situation like this, if I'm fishing, where I want the bait to ride deeper, I want to slide that weight forward, and it's just very easy to do. You can just grab a pair of pliers, you just slide that all the way to the front, crimp it down just a little bit, and that'll hold that in place up to the head of the bait so that it's going to fall a little bit nose first, and it's going to make this swim bait even swim deeper. Now, if I'm fishing it over really shallow grass and things like that, and I want the bait to ride higher, I can do the same thing. I can just take that weight and slide it back towards the shank of the hook. It only takes a second to do. And again, just kind of crimp it down there. And again, now with that weight farther back down the shank like this, it's going to make the nose of that bait ride up higher and swim a lot higher in the water column, say over the top of that grass. Now the other thing is if you rig creature baits and things like that, it's going to give it a different fall. If you put a bullet weight or a slip sinker in front of it, it's always pulling it down nose first. By having this weight further back, it's going to make baits sink more horizontally. It's perfect for baits like this caffeine shad for that exact reason. So I can just take that, screw that right into the head of that caffeine shad. This is a soft plastic jerk bait. And once I have this rigged, I'll get it rigged nice and straight. Now, this thing is going to fall perfectly horizontal like that. So it totally changes the way that your rig works. And again, there's a size that'll fit just about every bait, from the smallest swim baits all the way up to bigger ones, even to giant size ones, even 8 or 10 inch swim baits, all the way up to an 11/0 hook size. It's a fantastic rigging option for a lot of different soft plastics, and I use it all the time for my swim bait applications.